Monday was a unique day. There was a hike I've wanted to do here for a while now. It's called Providence Canyon State Park. It's known as the Little Grand Canyon of Georgia. And it's about a 2.5 hour drive from where I'm staying. And I wanted to do it for a while, and doing Blood Mountain last week kind of really kind of inspired me to want to get a little bit more daring with how far I go to go do some of these hikes. So I looked into it. I said, okay, you know what? That's Monday. So the plan was get up 5 o'clock in the morning Monday, hop in the car, drive 2.5 hours down to Providence Canyon State Park because they opened at like 7 or 7:30. I got there a little later than what I would have liked. Apparently, this isn't like a natural phenomenon. This was something that was a result of poor farming habits back in the 1800s. Somehow the ground eroded, and there's a whole history. I'm not going to give you a history lesson on it because I went there to see some nice scenery, but I also went there because they have two key trails. There's the White Blaze Trail, which is 2.5 miles. That's the more scenic one. And then there's the Red Blaze Trail, which is a 7-mile trail. So you're talking 9.5 miles of trails, not to mention going into some of the canyons to see some of the sights. So this was one of those deals where, the scenery's cool, but this is also a test of endurance. I've been slowly trying to train myself for the Grand Canyon with some of the hikes. I've been kind of moving along better. Blood Mountain was about uphill and downhill because, when I get to the canyon, the first part's going to be downhill, right? But eventually I'm going to have to go uphill. Now, I don't think Blood Mountain compares to what it's like to walk up the canyon, but it's good practice. I'm building myself back up there. Well, Providence Canyon, with the 9.5 miles of trails, that's part of the endurance. Now, I'm not sure if you've ever noticed or not, but I wear a backpack whenever I hike. And very rarely do I need anything from that backpack. That backpack is there to add extra weight to me while I do the hike. The pack weighs about 16 pounds or so, depending on what's in it. So I like the idea of when I'm training on the trail, I have the extra weight on me that's going to help me, get stronger with it. When I walk in the morning, it's just, regular, workout clothes, no backpack, nothing like that. But when I hike on the trail, I got my pack with me. So Providence Canyon, gorgeous scenery. It wasn't overly big. I almost wanted to call it the not-so-grand canyon, but it was still nice. I got some nice pretty shots here. But the trails. So the White Blaze Trail was it was simple. It was nice. I got some footage. Oh, and then when I got to the Red Blaze Trail, it was like, warning, this trail is like intense and death awaits. All right, maybe not that dramatic, but it was like, this is 7 miles, planned for at least 4 hours. And I was like, 4 hours, please. So, it was good. It was a good trail. I ran into some people, said hello. There were some good uphill parts. I have a stretch of when I powered through an uphill part where the whole clip with the GoPro is like 3 minutes and like 45 seconds or something like that. No, it was good. I reached one point of the trail where it split. There was like a loop because there were campsites out there, and I'm like, well, I can just cut straight across and bypass this loop with the campsites, but I was like, well, where's the fun in that?
All right, fine. We didn't get all dressed up for nothing.
Of course I did it. As I was going down the trail, I was going past like campsite 1, 2, 3, and when I got to 4, I had this horrible idea. I wanted to vlog from the trail. Since the GoPro is no longer in the waterproof case and the speaker works better, I was walking down the trail, trying to vlog away, rolled my freaking ankle.
So Dave wanted, oh, there goes the ankle.
but it's fine. It hurt like at the time, but it kind of bounced back pretty quick. So far, lower back, right knee, left ankle. I'm falling apart, people. Anyway, so as I'm trying to attempt to vlog, I rolled the ankle, but I'm still, powering through. I start passing campsite 4, and I smell smoke.
So the hikes are taking an additional toll out of me. And someone's got a fire going.
And I look over, and I see the fire pit is still smoldering with, like, smoke. So I look around, is anybody here? I yell, hello.
Hello?
No one answered. So I go over to investigate. The logs are stacked on each other, and it's not like it's a raging fire, but it's still really hot and it's smoldering and the wind's picking up. So of course I start imagining, like, what if the wind picks up and the fire ignites and there's all this dry stuff around here. So first thing I do is I have limited water, but I'm taking out my water. I'm like trying to like spit on it to like strategically put water on there. So that dampened it. And then I used my walking stick. I started digging up a whole bunch of dirt and sand, and so I would go over and just put handfuls of dirt and stuff on it. I don't know if it made a difference.
Hopefully I got it.
But I know I felt better. And when I got further down the trail, I saw some folks. I said, hey, look, a campsite 4, blah, blah, blah. Please check it, blah, blah, blah. And everyone I asked, they said, oh, absolutely. So I was like, all right. So I felt a little bit better about that. Wrapped up the trail. And then I came up to where the canyons were. Now there's 9 canyons there, and I only checked out 2 of them. Because at this point, I just hiked 9.5 miles, kind of feeling a little bit, and I kind of think I saw the best of the best as far as the canyons go. It was kind of neat being in there, seeing it. There was one spot where I saw a tree that was dangling, because I guess it's still eroding now, so in years from now it's going to go back even further. In fact, I saw where the original fence was, where people could go up to, but now they had to close that off and back it up. They had signs telling people not to climb on the canyon wall. Of course, people are dumb, so you got to put signs up for that. But overall, it was a lot of fun. It was a good day, a lot of driving. I spent over 5 hours in the vehicle that day. But I brought plenty of water. I brought plenty of snacks. I brought a thermos full of coffee. Day 5 overall was great. Day 6, another hike with Alex. This time back to the Gold Branch Trail, the trail where I messed up my knee. Alex wanted to hike there, and I was like, all right. I didn't grab a lot of footage. I grabbed a shot of us getting there, and I said, well, I've already filmed this trail. So here's me and Alex, and we knocked out the trail pretty quick. We were just kind of booking, and that's when I realized, I'm really kind of getting into the zone right now. Because not only am I knocking out a 5-mile walk in the morning, but I'm also doing some of these hikes, 3-4 miles, in some cases 5, like when I did Kennesaw Mountain. So it's a dramatic change from where I was 2 months ago, and I couldn't be more grateful for it. Day 7, knocked out a walk in the morning, and just kind of took her easy for the most part. I had a lot of paperwork stuff I had to do, a lot of prep work for certain things. So overall, it wasn't very eventful. Today's day 1 of week 9, and I don't think I'm going to be taking a hike today either because it's raining out. It's supposed to be thunderstorms later, but it's going well. I do have a weigh-in coming up this week. I want to weigh in on March 28th because the last weigh-in was February 28th, and the vlog came back on January 28th. At least that's when I filmed the first one. I just think it'd be fun to do the weigh-in on March 28th. Now, as far as progress goes, there's the walking, there's the hiking, but there's also some with the clothes too, but I'm going to get more into detail with that in a future video. Rain's picking up. Rain's picking up. I knocked out the block before it got really bad. Nice. Alright, so normally when we get to the end, we do the word thing, you know. I'll say, hey, this week, you know, this word or that word. But this week I want to do it a little different. If you've made it this far in the video, and I want to know if you do have any hikes planned coming up in the near future, whether it's a small hike on a little trail or a bigger hike. You know, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And also, don't forget about if you do take a hike and you want to grab a quick video of it, send it in and I'll put you on the vlog. And like I said, dozens of people will see you. Alright, well that is going to be a wrap for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Take care and bye.